I've actually struggled so much today just to come on live. I'm not sure what was happening, but my devices just were just refusing to cooperate. We're going to discuss some exciting news. I'm so late that I will be heading out of here very soon. So please join us and so that we can get started. I just went live on TikTok as well, so we're back. Well, we're not really back, but at least we're live. So we're live. Thank you guys for joining. So excited to be here. As usual, we have great U.S. immigration law news. Well, it's not the news in itself that's great, but we have great ways of delivering the U.S. immigration law news so that it becomes very understandable to everyone. So thank you all for joining. We have a couple of things we want to discuss today. Let me share my screen with the people on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Okay. I hope you all are doing great. Drop me your comments. I'll be reading them very soon. So drop them and then we can take a look at it. Okay, perfect. I got the screen up and running. So let's get started. So we just got news that USCIS is now requiring separate checks for filing fees. Okay, so if you guys know something about U.S. immigration law, you realize that if you're filing applications or you're filing certain types of if you're filing applications for certain type of U.S. immigration law benefits, you'll have to pay for those benefits. Like a green card is not free. U.S. citizenship is by no means free. A work permit, you gotta pay. Of course, well, sometimes those fees are waived based on the categories you are filing. And the Sunday Michael says it's cold in Dallas. It's also very cold here. It's actually snowed for the first time in Virginia yesterday. The whole winter we haven't had any snow, and just yesterday, God released some snow. So we're also cold. So if you're filing any type of U.S. immigration law application, you're generally required to pay fees. And sometimes these fees are broken up. Okay. So you might be required to file, let's say, an N400. And if you're filing an N400, you will file the actual application and then you will file the biometrics N400. Yeah, you'll file the biometric fee that is, you'll pay for the actual application and then you pay for your biometrics fee as well. The actual application for US citizenship is currently $640. Then the biometrics or the biometric fee is $85. So it's a total of $725 if you're applying for US citizenship. Now, just yesterday, we noticed that USCIS has already started rejecting applications where you bundle up your payment. So if you make it 725 one check for N400, it's going to be rejected. So they want you to break down the application fees. Okay, so break it up. I'm so sorry. I'm a little disoriented, but let's keep it moving. So instead of sending the total application fee, break it up. You send the actual fee and then you send the biometric fee in two separate checks. Don't combine the fees. If you're filing an adjustment of status, as you guys know, it's 1760. So you'll file the 535, you do the $535 check for the I-130, and then you will do the $1,225 check for the I-485. So as much as possible, don't do these applications with joint, like combining the fees into a single check or payment method. Now let's take a look at what they're saying. So apparently USCIS is transitioning to electronically processing immigration benefits request. Now they're trying to lean towards more like, okay, how do we um, prevent more backlogs, right? So they're trying to do more electronic processing. And in order to do the electronic processing, they are apparently using multiple systems to process packages. Okay, so if you have an adjustment of status, this seems like they're using um, an I-130 processor, an I-485 processor. And so if the fee is combined into one, then there's going to be a rejection because the separate application, each form is being processed for its fee. Okay, so it says, because of this, you must pay each filing fee separately for any form you submit. We may reject your entire package if you submit a single combined payment for multiple forms. So that's the specific filing fee guidance on USCIS website. That's United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, the affirmative federal agency that adjudicates, the federal agency that adjudicates affirmative U.S. immigration applications. Defensive applications are usually adjudicated in immigration courts. Affirmative ones are generally adjudicated by USCIS. Okay, so that's what they have on their website. Pay each filing fee separately. They're transitioning, so you want to make sure that each form has its check, or each form has its fee. Okay. All right. So we are going to be needing to do this until whatever is resolved. American ALA is trying to look into this. That's the American Immigration Lawyers Association. They're trying to look into this to see what they can do, if they can get clarification on this new trend, because it's in the past they've accepted as filing an application with joint methods of payments, like putting the entire application fee into one method of payment. Okay, now let's move to the next news, the next exciting news. I shared information on this on our TikTok page, the Green Card Lawyer. But we're going to go right now. USCIS released the latest design. I'm sorry, let me take this. The latest design for green cards and work permits. So we have brand new looking work permits and green cards. We're going to be taking a look at what this looks like. Let me share my screen again with you guys, and then you will see. Let's unveil this exciting new update. So if you are on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, you can see my screen now. I went onto the USCIS website. I'm sorry, their Facebook page. They posted this on January 30th. So let's see what has changed. Take a look. So the old green card, well, I'm sorry, no, this is just the new green card, the front of the new green card and the back of the new green card, as you guys can see right there, and the front of the new work permit and the back of the new work permit. Okay. Now let me in addition to everything we discussed in our old video, I'll just like to say that first of all, the objective of the redesign is to prevent fraud, document counterfeiting, and document tampering. Because the thing is that sometimes some people are able to take green cards and they can put their own. So they have maybe you have Mr. A's picture there. Someone takes it and then puts Mr. B's picture in it. They do all sorts of things. They're able to change date of birth, names for whatever reason. So it's to protect the integrity, the security of these green cards, and to make sure that they're not easily they're not easily able to be reproduced by other people. So the impact is that the introduction of the new designs, it does not mean that currently issued green cards or work permits are invalid. If you have a green card, it's still valid. Your current card will remain valid until of course it expires. Hold on, guys. Where am I? Okay. Okay, guys. So you've seen that now. I'm going to share my screen again. We're going to see the third and final image. So please bear with me. The third and final image, we're going to take a look at what the new green card looks like. What features have actually been updated. If you guys know how I struggled to come live today, I have no idea what happened. I mean, we just had a lot of difficulty coming live, so very excited to be here. Okay, so guys, you can see I'm sharing my screen. Thehill.com shared this image, very, very instructive. So take a look. Let's take a look together. On the top of my screen, you have the old green cards, what they look like, and then on the bottom you have the redesign, the new green cards. Now, the first thing is that the display of the artwork on the green cards have been updated. Statue of Liberty is different. On the old green card, the Statue of Liberty, as I mentioned, was looking or is looking behind the applicant, away and behind the applicant. Now, in the new green card or on the new green card, the Statue of Liberty is looking sort of like in the same direction as the green card holder. Looking more towards, if you are holding the card, they're looking more towards you. So that artwork has been updated right there. Then the display data fields are now in different places than in the previous versions. Okay, so the old green card, you would notice that you had your surname on the top, the old green card, and then you had your given name, that's your first name. And then you'll have your USCIS number or your A number, and then your country of birth. Now, what is happening is that immediately, so you have your on the new green card, you have your surname, then you have your given name or your first name, and then underneath it you actually have your country of birth rather than your A number or your USCIS number. So now it's like the country of birth is has more priority than the A number or your alien number. Okay. Now, thirdly, there's no longer display of the cardholder's fingerprint on the front. In the past, in the old green card, we had a display of the fingerprint on the front of the green card. Now that's no longer there. I don't know what people were trying to do with these cards or with people's fingerprints, but that's the change. No longer fingerprint on your green card. Next, we have new tactile printing that's better integrated with the artwork. So the tactile printing, that's printing that applies a texture or textural pattern. Okay, so normally when you touch, you can feel, oh, this portion is raised because it's a text, it's tactile printing. So you touch it and you can feel some difference. Okay, now the next thing is that I'm sorry, I have no idea what all these pop-ups are. This is a nightmare. But the last thing is that they have enhanced optically variable ink and new highly secure holographic images. So on the new green card, you realize that some parts of the ink are darker than other parts. And holographic, again, hologram is a photograph of light. And what this means is that like the photograph of the light is scattered from an object and is displayed normally in a three-dimensional manner. And it results in a fluid-like eye-catching image. Okay. And apparently it's very hypnotizing to look at the holographic images. So that's what they've done on the front and the back. They have these like fluid-like effects both on the front and the back end. This is supposed to keep the green cards very secure and protect them against the threat of document tampering, counterfeiting, and fraud. So that's the new green card there for your attention. All right, guys, I know I was rushing here, but I still had to come your way because I had, it had taken me a long while to come. Mr. Frederick is watching on YouTube. He says, hello from Ghana, but now in Saudi Arabia. That's nice. That's wonderful. Omar Dia on LinkedIn says, what city are you in? We're in Manassas in the state of Virginia, but we represent immigrants in all 50 states throughout the United States, and we handle all types of U.S. immigration law matters. So we can help you even if you're not in this state. Let me see. Let's see on TikTok. Norden Lee 785 says, IR1 ready status. How can I check if an interview is scheduled for me? Email was down. Just check. I mean, you can call, you can I'm not sure what's going on. Norden, you can reach out to us and we can take a look to help you better, okay? Sonu Yonzon says, this is on TikTok. He says, my form I-751 is ready to be scheduled. Interview status is, my form I-751 is ready to be scheduled interview status for more than 1 year. So it's gonna extended. Yeah, the I-751s can take a very long time. So continue to wait. Right now, you have the receipt notice that have been extended for 4 years from the date of the expiration on your actual green card, on your 2-year green card. So you have a long time to, to get ready. So the point is that they're saying that there's a lot of delay in the processing of these I-751 removal of condition applications. So you just have to wait, okay? Guys, I have to go now. I'm so sorry. Let me read a couple of comments from Instagram. Auxily Baby says, the last time I completed ESTA application was November 2016, declined. Before 2016, I'd applied 3 to 4 times already, and those were also unsuccessful as well. I need to apply for ESTA again. That sounds like you have a big problem. That sounds like you may need to find out if you have an inadmissibility on your record, because it sounds like that. If you have ESTA, then normally it means that you have the electronic system for travel authorization, which is granted to people of certain countries, like citizens of certain countries. Let me pull up. So it's a visa waiver program. So people who are from, for example, European countries like France, if they're coming to the US, they don't apply for B2 visas. They can come in on an ESTA and then be able to stay for about 90 days at a time, and then they can leave. So there's a big problem. Sounds like you may have an inadmissibility that's preventing you from using that. You probably have overstayed in the past. So contact me and let's see how we can assist you. Guys, you have more questions or concerns? If you don't have any more questions or concerns, I saw that someone was trying to join my live video. Let me see if anyone, I think the person disconnected already. If there's anyone who wants to join the live video, send a request. And of course, the question has to be U.S. immigration law related. And then I can rope you in. But if there's no one, okay, so there's Araba Oduma. Let me see on Instagram. I hope this works out, because sometimes.
Hello.
Hello, Araba. We can't see you.
Yes. So sorry about that. I have a problem with my internet. So.
Oh, girl,
Sorry.
we don't want to be watching a dark screen. Then I'll have to disconnect you. Yes. Or do you have a quick question?
Yeah, I have a quick question. My dad lives in the U.S., specifically Atlanta, Georgia, and I live in Ghana with my kids. like I'm a divorced mother of 2 kids. I just want to find out, can my dad file for me and the kids? Well, I mean, the status is that I'm not married, so.
And your dad is a U.S. citizen?
Yes, please. Yes.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Your dad can file for you because he's a U.S. citizen. He can file for you. You are the unmarried child, well, the unmarried daughter of a U.S. citizen. So that's the F1
Okay.
preference immigrants category. So he can certainly file for you, and your children will be derivatives. Well, yeah, they'll be derivatives of that application. So once you get your green card, they'll also get green cards as well. Have your
Okay.
dad call us, and then we can handle the process for him.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. My last question is, how long does it take?
Let me look at the visa bulletin. Let's take a look right now. Visa bulletin,
Okay.
January 2023. Oh, we're already in February. Let me see if that has been released.
Okay.
Hold on. Visa bulletin for February 2023 for the F1 category.
Okay.
My internet is just a big mess today, guys. Let me see. Okay, so it's currently, so once you get the first part approved, then the second part, the F1 category, they're currently processing cases that have priority dates before 1st December 2014. So it will take 6 plus 3, 9 years, almost 10 years.
Wow.
9 years for a visa to become available for your case. That's, outside of the first part processing, which can take an extra year, a year and a half, or, some months.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I hope this is helpful.
Sorry, what did you say? Like the whole process for us to get into into US is going to take 9 years. So.
More than 9 years at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Please
All right,
disconnect
thank
for
you.
us. Thank you. Guys, you have more questions? Anyone else want to join the live video? And then I will bring you in. Okay, there's no one else who wants to come on live. So guys, let's call it a day. Someone on TikTok says I-639 Carol Ugo 23. Hello, I-639 deficiency notice. How many more time to get a green card? Oh, well, then that means they are actually adjudicating. So how do I? Hello, is Arab? Are you still on there?
Yes.
Please disconnect for me. How do I? Don't even know how to disconnect. Araba was just enjoying the atmosphere, so she didn't want to disconnect. Okay, she's disconnected now. Okay, so I-639 deficiency. That means that if you had submitted your medicals, that's the I-639 is the just to check your um admissibility under health grounds. If you had submitted that with your initial application, then most likely you would be looking at a decision by now. Okay, guys. All right, fellas. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, follow our page, share with your friends, especially your family and friends who are based in the US. You never know who's looking for US immigration law help. And this is great information. You're doing them a disservice if you don't share my information, because they can get the best legal help from Poku Law. Okay, take care, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, TikTokers. Bye. I'm so sorry I couldn't answer all questions. Bye.